Yo, you guys, this is Blacklist of the Abyss, and you're watching my review for World Trigger Chapter Off. A little bit of a flashback back to when Yuma defeated Midorikawa, and then he left. Yosuke had challenged him, but he had to leave, so he just left. Um, and it gets into this conversation that Yosuke was having with Midorikawa, and he was pretty much lecturing him and telling him why exactly he lost to Yuma. All right, so last week I said that he had learned from Yuma. No, not really. He learned from he learned from Yosuke. And the moral of this lesson is that when things are going your way, you don't notice that you're being manipulated. Right? And I like that. I like that. It's an interesting way of thinking about things. It's an interesting concept to bring into a fight against someone who you know is stronger than you. It's interesting. So yeah, I like that. And after remembering that lesson, that's how he was able to manipulate Nine and cut his leg off. Unfortunately, he's not able to get much more offense in because he has to fall back because Nine kind of catches him in a trap. But the lesson overall still does end up affecting Nine as well because he has to force himself to change the way he thinks because the way things were going before, he was only attributing what like 15% of his attention to the each individual A rank border agent, and then like 5% to like seven other people and 10% somewhere else. Like he just was not paying as much attention to each individual person. All right, and because of that, he was able to focus a certain percentage of his attention on his defense, which is why they just couldn't really do anything. All right, but because of Midorikawa and Yosuke and Kohei, those three had they forced him to pay more attention to them and to Azuma and to all the other people there. All right, so because he has to pay more attention to them, he is focusing less of his attention on his defense. All right. And because of that decrease in focus on defense, Azuma and some other guy whose name I don't remember, they're able to hit him once or twice, like shoot him. So that's I'm oh yeah, the one dude got his arm blown off though, so it's not all good in the neighborhood. Well, there I forgot that the neighborhood is an actual thing in the series. Wow. But it's not all good right now because that dude got his arm blown off. But it's a Tryon body, so whatever, not a big deal. But anyway, the moral of this little monologue is that I like what Daisuke Ashihara is doing here. I love the fact that he is bringing in these new, well, not necessarily new, but unique ways of doing fights. What's the right way to phrase it? He's bringing new, he's bringing unique concepts into fight choreography. How about that? How about that? He's not new, I keep saying new. He's bringing unique concepts into his fight choreography. All right. I remember last year I studied some attention in one of my psychology classes. Um, I mean that's human attention, not humanoid neighbor attention. So I don't know if it's the same, but I find attention interesting. So I especially found this chapter interesting because of that. All right. So I love the logic that Daisuke Ashihara is using, and I also love the teamwork that all the guys there have because of their teamwork, they're able to get several ones over on an opponent who is most definitely stronger than they are. All right. And in the end of the chapter, their teamwork forces Nine down this path that's right where Yosuke is. All right. So Yosuke is able to go in for an attack. And Ranba 9, he tries to shoot at him, but the teamwork yet again, the others create a shield for him so that he's not affected by the shots. I was about to make a reference to this song, but I just decided no because that would just not just no. But he wasn't affected by the shots, um, and he was able to focus on his attack, and because of that, he's able to actually hit Nine and stab him right through the chest / abdomen area. Right, so I really enjoyed this chapter. I really did. So I'll I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Why not? Why not? And I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Um, and yeah, that's it. I know some people on this on one of the sites I go on have been complaining about how the arc is going on for too long and they're kind of getting bored with it now. Personally, I'm not getting bored. Personally, I don't really care how long an arc is as long as it can keep me interested and keep me invested. And Daisuke Ashihara is keeping me interested by changing things up because before, like, certain things were going on and they had to deal with the rabbits, the mod rabbits, and all that. But now that the humanoid neighbors are down here, it's like a completely different battle, and everything's completely different, and everything's changed. So so for me, I don't really mind the fact that it's long for a first arc, at least. For a first arc, it's pretty long. Oh, not first arc, but first like major arc, I guess you could say. But yeah, I don't really mind it that much. But yeah, that's it, you guys. Like I said, the chapter gets a 9 out of 10, and that's that. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.